Katie and I just got to the round pen. So we are at the point where she is great at giving to pressure and following a feel. Yesterday, for the first time, I put the lead rope around all 4 feet and she gave to pressure off all 4 feet and uh, gave me a step twice on all 4 feet. So today, we're going to do that again. Reminder to give to pressure. And then after that, we're introducing the hobbles. So let's see how it goes. Putting the rope around her pastern and asking her to give to pressure is doing two things. It's getting her used to feeling something being there, and when she feels the pressure, how to respond to it. So, what I'm looking for here is when I apply pressure to the lead rope that she gives to that pressure. So, it doesn't matter if she just picks her foot up and places it back down, it doesn't matter if she takes a step towards me. What I'm looking for is that give to pressure. So, what this is doing is simulating the hobbles. So, when inevitably she does feel pressure on the hobbles, she understands all she has to do is give to that pressure, the pressure releases, and she can continue eating, standing, doing whatever she's doing. There are two different kinds of hobbles. There's the hobbles that go on the two front feet, and there's the hobbles that go on the two front feet as well as one of the hinds. The kind that we're using today is just going to affect her two fronts. However, similar to how when you want to do something on one side of the horse, you want to do it on the other. If I'm doing something with one of her feet, I might as well do it on all four. Even though she won't have any of her hind feet hobbled today, this is great practice for later down the road when I'm roping, a loop gets around her back foot, something of that nature. She's familiar, understands how to respond, and can potentially avoid a wreck later on down the road. Sometimes like to give her a break and let her think about something different before either asking the original task again or when I do ask for it again, asking for more. This is partially to be less monotonous for her and partially to keep my ADHD happy. Now I'll simulate the hobbles, allowing her to feel pressure on both pasterns at the same time. I'm going to apply pressure to both while asking for one foot by applying a little bit more pressure to that one. As soon as she gives me that foot, I'll release, I'll reward, reapply pressure to both pasterns, and then put a little bit more pressure on the other foot, asking for her to give me that one. Again, once she gives me that foot, I'll release and reward. She gives me the wrong foot, but this is brand new to her, so I'm going to reward the effort anyways, reward the try. Release, reward, and go right back to it. I've got pressure on both pasterns, putting a little bit more on the right. There she gives me the correct foot. I release, reward, and we can continue on. Well, first of all, it is November 15th in the Pacific Northwest, and typically it is 10 degrees out this time of year and very gloomy. And today it is 55 degrees, and we did just have sunshine. So, loving that for this time of year. That kind of weather is unheard of. So, what we're going to do now is she's giving her pressure. Everything feels really good. She's calm, she's cool, she's collected.
So don't mind me in my weird hunching. I am like bending over before the camera, but not like that. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is she is giving a pressure. She's in a good frame of mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let her just graze for a short time. She's already sniffed the hobbles, was interested, went back to eating, more interested in food, which is perfect. So I'm just going to let her graze and have her mind in that grazing mode. So when she, ideally, the plan is when she feels that pressure, what she's going to do is not panic and be more focused on the food than the hobbles. And the plan as of right now is to let her feel that pressure on her feet, let her kind of figure out they're there, figure out the restriction, but not panic. Let her feel it out, figure out she's got some kind of restriction in there. Hopefully stay calm and focus on the grass, have a couple minutes of that, and then we're just going to keep it short and sweet. And we want her to be, the goal is to have her confident and calm through this process. And if something does come up, that's okay. That's working with horses, especially when there is constraint involved. So if that does come up, I'm going to say cool, calm, collect, and my job is to help her through that. So we'll see how it goes. First time in hobbles. She's had them on for, I don't know, just a couple minutes, and it's been a non-event. She can feel them. She can feel the pressure, but she just thinks her way through and doing great. Calling session 1 a success. Oh, here we go. There you go. Yeah, show them how smart you are. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. What a lady. What a lady. Yeah. Good girl. We did it! Very proud of her. Well, there you have it. That was a non-event, which is exactly what I was hoping for. She did absolutely fantastic. Full disclosure, this is my very first time hobble training a horse. I've had excellent instruction. I've had excellent tutelage on this, but this is my first time hobble training a horse myself. So went in with good tools. What I would do differently next time is to go in a smarter position to put the hobbles on. I think I could have done that in a more safe position, but thankfully I have a great mare who was very patient and really couldn't have seemed to care less. So, once you know better, do better. So next time I will go in a better position. However, she did phenomenal. She really thought her way through. She was analytical versus reactive. She has a fantastic mind on her, and she really tends to think her way through things versus just snap into flight mode the second time something or the moment that something gets uncomfortable. So very grateful for this mare. She has a wonderful mind on her, and that was exactly what we wanted. She felt the constraint. She moved a few times, several times, would scoot towards me to get her cookie or her attention or whatever. But she felt that, moved with it, high speed girl. And it was more of a inconvenience than anything. Hi, baby girl, we talking about you? It was more of an inconvenience than anything. So I couldn't be more proud of her. So they say some horses it takes days, some horses it takes, hours, some horses it takes weeks. So today was great. We're going to keep it short and sweet. I want her to be confident in the hobbles. I want her to be, she's still fairly new in training in general. So confident in learning. She's learning to learn. She's gotten much more confident since I've gotten her. But just learning to learn. And, but she's done great. All the prerequisites were there. She's giving a pressure. Giving the pressure. That time she panicked. At least it wasn't with the hobbles. Giving the pressure. And she's very willing. She wants to work. She wants to work with you. Hi, kitty. You want to say hi? You want to say hi to the people? Anyway, so we're going to build off of this. So today she felt the hobbles, understood the hobbles, and reacted exactly how I hoped she would to the hobbles. So keeping it short and sweet. She's calm. She's confident. And we'll just keep doing this for a couple days. And next time what I'll do is I let her on her own for a couple seconds here and there, and she was not reactive. She handled it very well, but I just wanted today to be, again, her to stay calm and confident. So I didn't want to push it too much, push my luck. So next time we do this, I will do the same thing again, and this time maybe walk away for a couple minutes to the other side of the round pen and just let her sort it out, while still keeping the leader up on there. So if she does get into trouble, I'm able to step in and help her through it. But she did phenomenal. So here is day 1 of hobble hobbing, hobble training, done and dusted in the books, and very, very proud of my girl.